Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Celtic Career Mode. Season 2 is now officially underway. We are ready to head into the Premier League with Celtic. Today's episode, there will be no games. Today's episode is just purely preparation for the Premier League. We're going to take a look back at what was the strengths and the weaknesses of last season, and we're also going to look at our first sort of transfer targets, our first definite signings, who we're going to bring in to improve the Celtic team to make the first Premier League season as successful as possible. Now, I did say and I did promise as Scotland manager I was going to do an episode specifically designated to how we would do it at the World Cup. Now, this is the thing. I filmed a nice wee intro, I got it all done. I played the first couple of games where I got a loss and a win. And then I discovered the mic was off for the whole thing. I didn't pick the right microphone and there was no hanging. I easily could have went back over it and, done it with a non-live commentary, but it just wasn't the same. I didn't like it, so I scrapped it, and we went out. We finished third in the group, sadly, so we didn't get through. I just simmed the last game because I knew I wasn't going to make a video out of it, and I didn't care anymore. Just wanted to get right into the Celtic career. So sorry about that. Hopefully, at the time the Euros come round, we can do it with the Euros. If we're still Scotland manager, we might end up getting sacked. But the season is underway, and right now, I would say this is our strongest team at the current moment in time. This is definitely our strongest team that we have currently got. Now, you'll notice there is a few problems. Number one, the depth isn't exactly marvellous. There's not a lot of high rated players on the bench. 75, 70, 72, 73. It's okay, and it might be able to do us. So that's the first thing. We've not got a backup keeper. We need a backup keeper as well. And you will notice we've got some older players in the park who are starting to degrade in overall. We've got Mikael Lustig at right back. We've got Craig Gordon in goals as well. Scott Brown is only going to start going down as well. So we've got a lot of aging players in the squad as well. And I don't quite know the money we have got yet. We've also got the pre-season tournament as well, which could help us get more money. But right now, there has to be investment to get a lot of these players better now, to get a lot better players. And Cham, for example, has great potential. This game, I think, is 80, so we're going to keep him in the team, for example, someone like him. Roberts as well, 77, he'll do us this season, of course. Now, the front three, we do not need to focus on right now. The front three I'm happy to take into the Premier League. Scott Sinclair had a marvellous season, arguably the best player of the first season in the career mode. He can stay for at least another season in the first team, in my opinion. We're not going to win the league in our first try, I don't think, so it's not massively important we have a world-class player there yet. So Sinclair can do for the first season. Moussa Dembele, 82 rated, class. Patrick Roberts, brilliant to play with, only going to get better, don't need to focus on. Now, centre mids is the first position that we should probably look at if we want great quality there, because Brown and Cham's got growth, I suppose. Brown's the captain, but they're not Premier League in FIFA. In FIFA, they're not going to be Premier League, quality, I don't think. So a centre mid who is going to bring it up the standard of the team is needed. We're going to need a right back. Lustig's going down in overall, and we're going to need a goalkeeper because Craig Gordon is going to struggle in the Premier League without a doubt. And also I want to bring back Rob Holding. I really want Rob Holding back in the team. Obviously his loan's expired. We've also got a few players back. The likes of Ryan Christie's here, Scott Allen, and Nadir Chiefji. All three of them are we looking to sell. But those three are back from loan, which means we have a bit more depth, I suppose. But the transfer offers are flying in, the first players. I mean, Scott Brown, there's a transfer offer for him, for crying out loud. We're not going to get rid of Scott Brown. We're not going to get rid of buddy Scott Sinclair either. There's no chance. I mean, I don't even know what the offer is, but Deportivo, £7.5 million. We're going to reject that because I don't want to lose him. And Johnny Hayes, I mean, we need the depth, so I'm not going to sell Johnny Hayes at the minute. So now, it's all about looking at the funding we've got. It's not great at all. I don't know what the board are playing at. We're not going to get many places and sign many players with 11 million quid. I could easily go in and buy myself one of those stupid financial takeovers, but I don't want to cheat. I want to do the career mode properly. But it is unrealistic. We'd have a lot more money. I mean, for winning the playoffs, you get like £170 million, and we won the championship. So, I mean, there should be a lot more money there. That is not realistic at all. 11 million quid. We've got a pre-season tournament, I suppose, but that is quite worrying that that's all the money we've got, and the signings we've got to make to improve this team. 11 million is never going to be enough. Never going to be enough. So I'm quite worried at the funding we've been given, but we're going to have to work with it. The objectives now, what do they expect us to do with £11 million? Right, youth development, once again, is on low. So we don't need to worry about it, but there is the goals they want us to complete. We're not going to focus on them. This is, right, now this is ridiculous, brand exposure, sign one crucial first team player assigned to a forward position. This is a critical, right? So, I mean, I've pretty much got to do that. But we don't need a forward. We do not need a forward. We've got Griffiths and Dembele, we've got Roberts and Forrest, and we've got Sinclair on the left. The defence needs far more improvement. And they want me to use the £11 million to sign a crucial first team player for a forward position. That is a ridiculous goal. I'm not going to fulfil that, I'm sorry. But the shirt sales we will fulfil. Financial low, reduce player wages by 66 grand a week. Not going to promise it, doesn't matter anyway. They want me to finish mid-table. I'm fairly confident of doing that. I would love to be able to get a Europa League place if we can. But mid-table is what I expect personally as well. So I'm happy with that. And the last 16 of the Cup I will try to get to also. And there is no continental goals. Obviously, we are not in any continental competition as of yet. So, I mean, we don't need to worry there. But that is ridiculous. A first team crucial player for a forward. That is unreal. So, where do we go and spend our money on? This is where I also want your input in the series. What do we do? Who do we sign? What players do you think we should bring in? I'm going to make a short list of players I'd like to bring in, and also in the comments let me know who you think we should get. Now, we still have a lot of the people from last year who we're looking at available to go in and obviously look at again, that we scouted last year. So these are people from the first season we looked at who we could easily go in and start trying to get again. We'll come back to them though, because there's some people I've also shortlisted. Also, let me know the players you think, because I've only got a short few on this list. There's definitely more options out there. Any hidden gems, anybody you think would be great for the Premier League. We need people who are obviously going to be good for the future, but right now we've got to focus on also getting that first team quality up. So if you've got any ideas, feel free to let me know. Now, the players that I've shortlisted just there starts here. Rob Holding we want to bring back, and one thing we're going to have to heavily implement is loaning. We're going to have to just loan. With £11 million, there's not a lot of players who we can go in and buy permanently this season, which is annoying. So, Rob Holding's there. Andrew Robertson, I love the idea of bringing him in, playing him at left back, putting Tierney on the right like they do for Scotland. It works well, and it worked well at the World Cup when I played the games with them. So, I'm really thinking about trying to bring in Robertson. One player who's completely unrealistic at the minute, because we just don't have the money, sadly, is Leon Goretzka, career mode hero from last year in the Celtic career mode in FIFA 17, where he was just incredible, the best player in the team without a doubt. I really want to have him back in the team. Another player, Klosterman, the German right back from Leipzig, would be a great player to also bring in. Tom Davies and Harry Winks as two centre mid options, any of the two would be fantastic to bring in as an option for the team. So I guess we get started on trying to, look at the players we could bring in on loan and then on a permanent basis, because if we look at Robertson, for example, I think we have a chance of loaning him. Okay, no we don't, because they don't want me to loan him out. We meet again, Arsene Wenger. Rob Holding, we are going to discuss once more. I want him back in the team. We're going to try for 2 years. I don't know. Oh, they're happy to let it happen. Right, Rob Holding. And there we go, they're going to give us, 33 grand a week. I will pay it. Rob Holding is the first signing. We've only got one loan, of course, but Rob Holding is coming back to Celtic for a further 2 years, hopefully just due now to contract stuff we need to wait. One player I know who's going to be fantastic if we manage to bring in is the previously mentioned Tom Davies, and we're going to try and sign him. Now, I don't know how much they're going to want for him, but we're going to offer 7 million. And we're going to see what he says. Hopefully, they don't want a ridiculous amount. 9 million, that's not bad. Right, we'll counter it. And we're going to try and give them £8 million. And I will be very happy. I love Tom Davies in real life. One of my favourite players at the minute. I think he's really good for such a young guy. So, £8 million, let's try. Alright, he's stubborn. 9.7 million. Do you know what? I can't pass it up. We're bringing in Tom Davies. We need that centre mid signing. 62 grand a week. It'll leave us with very little transfer budget, as you can see. But do you know what? We'll implement the loan feature and we're going to do it. Tom Davies has signed, but now, where do we get the money from to continue going? There we go. Tom Davies is now a Celtic player. We find ourselves in an incredibly tricky position now, not going to lie. We have zero in the transfer budget. We have 34 grand a week in the wage budget, and we are going to struggle to either bring in a right back or a goalkeeper. They're the two positions that matter the most. We are going to struggle. We are going to struggle. What do we do? Do we sell? We need money. We need funding. 11 million quid is ridiculous. How are you meant to get anywhere? That's a shoestring budget. I don't imagine what I'm meant to do now. I guess we wait and bring in Rob Holding, hopefully, for the next 2 years. And then we try and loan in a goalkeeper maybe, or a right back. I mean, Craig Gordon might just have to do us. And there's Tom Davies. There we go. It sealed the signing. I had to make that sign. I wanted that sign. There we go. Rob Holding's in. Rob Holding has been loaned in. Now we need to go and scavenge For a goalkeeper right back with the little funding we've got left. As I said though, keep your suggestions coming, and hopefully if the money we get from the tournament and maybe by selling players, we might be able to bring in someone else. We may be in luck with the loan deals. Jose Mourinho, we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about bringing in Axel Tuanzebe on loan. Now the thing is, he can play right back. He would be a very suitable replacement for Mikael Lustig. Oh no, right, okay. Turns out we can't afford that. Would you look at that? I never realised Callum Chambers' wages weren't taken off. We have 500 quid in the bank. A Premier League team has been allowed to make one signing and one loan. We are in for a difficult season. No doubt about it. Right then, to end off this episode, there's two things I'm going to quickly say. We're going to go through this tournament, and that's how we're going to end the episode. We're going to get the tournament done. We're just going to sim every game, and hopefully the team do as best as they can. The second thing is, I'm going to leave a straw poll in the description, and the straw poll is, should I buy the cheapest financial takeover you can get from the EA catalogue, which means it'll be the lowest one. We won't get too much money, but we'll get a realistic sum for what a Premier League team would have. I personally don't want to use it, but if you feel like it's going to enhance the career mode and the viewers want me to use it, then vote in the straw poll in the description below, and it'll be up to you guys if I use the financial takeover. But here we go, we've got the German International European Cup thing, and we lose the first game. This isn't going well at all. Scott Allen is off. Offski. See you later. Never wanted you associated with the club in the first place. There you go, you can leave now finally. Marseille is the second game. We really need to pull it back here and get a win. If we don't, we're in trouble and we could be losing out on funding for the club, which would be very important. A draw, not the worst result in the world. Atletico Madrid have bidded for Moussa Dembele for £32 million. A lot of money. And I don't know if I want to take it or not. I love him too much, I'm rejecting it. That's a lot of money, but I love him far too much, so we're not losing him. I refuse to lose him. So Moussa is actually staying at the club, right? A must-win game here against Celta Vigo. Once again, going to sim, as I just want to get through this tournament and get the episode over and done with. So Celta Vigo, we win 3-1, so we might actually be through to the next round. I mean, Scott Allen's refusing to leave now. I think I might just terminate his contract, but I don't think we have the money to do that, so God knows what we're going to do. But here we go, we got Hamburg, the Huns, in the semi-final of this wee tournament. I feel like we might go out here because we're away from home technically, so I feel like we might go out. No, we win 3-2, a very good result, and we're through to the final. This could be severely helping with the funding that we need at the minute, so a very good result there for Celtic. So here it is, the final and the final bit of this episode. As I could just remind you, link below. Let me know who you think I should sign as well in the comments. That's something I'm going to remind you of before you go. But here we go, the final is against Marseille, who we did draw with in the group stage, so hopefully we can beat them this time. We do. Dembele, vital goal, gets us the win in the final, and that means we should be getting quite a bit of money here. Probably only about 6 million quid added to the transfer budget, but it's 6 million that we desperately need. There we go. Oh well, I mean, the time we adjust it to go with the wage budget, it's going to be absolutely nothing, isn't it? I mean, look at this. Right, we have about £4 million, which is going to get us very little. But aye, that is about it for this episode. If you have enjoyed, make sure to hit like and subscribe and such. One more reminder, link below, remember to vote, you know what it's about, and also let me know if you think there's any players we should sign in the comments below. But until next time, I'll see you all later.